cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Lake. This is the point in the season where coaches admonish and encourage their teams to finish strong. Week 13 here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. The returner will field it and try to do some business. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Owls offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And here comes the sophomore running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Temple lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. Let's take a look at our impact players. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Johnson looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Off the RPO, complete. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
From the gun, the ground game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Fourth and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on fourth and short.
Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the offense is trying to complete that in route against zone coverage, but that was not a big window to try to fit that football in, and as a result, too easy for the defense to knock it down.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Owls look to keep this drive humming. The option, he'll keep it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Johnson wants to throw it. Right on the money. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. This time they'll go to the running game. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Working that left side now. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the middle. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tulane. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Escapes the pressure going right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Chambers. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Temple lines up quickly. The run inside. It's Morrill. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big...
Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Temple. A great catch and run for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Right back to it. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Johnson looking to throw. Got it. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Got it set up on the outside. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Converts on fourth down, still going. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Behind the chains now on second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And the third down pass is incomplete. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Pocket breaking down. He's out past the 35. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Caught in the backfield, it's Morrow. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. The official says no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give on the inside. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Running inside, it's Estrada. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Red pass hits complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be third and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Temple lines up quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design...
Maybe a crease. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on first and 10. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Chambers. They're setting up the screen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Some misdirection with the counter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And we are all tied up here in the fourth. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Tulane right back to the line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
With the catch, it's Black. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Back to the ground game on the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to the ground with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the fourth.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter and take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Temple sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal. They need to rely on their kicker.
Oh, he's got some space. He now has 62 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe. Picks up the 1st down. Might have a chance. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. They'll try to pop the draw. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And it's good! Still a 1-score game, and they've got a little breathing room. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air, it's Chambers. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it